In this video, I'm going to go over this Ecarke power inverter. So this is the 350 watt power inverter. It's got the AC and DC zone controls on it. It's 9-fold safety, multi-port fast charging LED and display, modified sine wave, 12 volt direct. This is the little box that came in right here. So you do not get a battery with this. You will need to have your own DeWALT batteries. Now I think it comes in a wide variety of battery choices, but I'm going to use the DeWALT 5 amp hour 20 volt battery right there on that, and I'm going to compare it to this little Ecarke. Now this is the other one that I've been using right here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to fault these two out and see how they kind of stack up against each other. So looking at this one, I love the handle, nice rubberized handle, nice and portable. To turn it on, hold that button down, and then this will come on right there. You got a nice kind of bright display right there. Now it has the 0 to 350 watt display, lets you know how much power you're pulling out here. You get an AC out right here, a 70 watt max out right here, and a 5 volt USB A coming out, USB-C, so two 70 watt USB-Cs and a DC 12 volt. And then to change to DC, there's USB, there's the light. Look at that nice bright light. That thing is cool. That's neat to have that. This would be great in like an emergency if you needed to grab something. And in fact, you have DeWALT batteries, so you know that you always have the batteries on demand. They're easily swappable in and out, and it's very portable. This is a very portable little device. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and run this DeWALT style drill. This thing will peak up to about 600 to 800 watts of power, but I think continuous watts, it's around about 400. So we'll really put this thing to the test, and we'll put this one to the test too. We'll do kind of a back-to-back on them. Let's do the charging on this thing first, and let's see how well this thing charges. So putting the USB in right here, we're going to turn it back on. I think I turned it off. There we go, USB. We are charging right there. Let's charge the cell phone. No issues at all on that. That's not even really enough to kick it off right there. We're already charging two devices right there. Let's run our little sander right here and see how this thing works. Plug that sander in, turn the AC on. AC's on. Now, as soon as I turned the AC on, the fan came on. Now you can see that we're up to 100 watts. This thing runs at 100 watts of power right there. That's charging this cell phone, this little blower, and 100 watts out of that. That's awesome. So I could do a whole sanding job right here with an electric sander. Now what we're gonna do is try this one out. Let's try this one. So to turn this little Ecarke on, no problem on that either. That thing will run it. So this thing goes up to, now I'm pulling extra power out of this one too. This one has a little light on it. So now what we're gonna do, so the drill is gonna pull a lot of power out of this. So let's go back to AC on that. This is good. Now this thing hits about 800. Slow. You guys see that? We are at 100. 100, 150, 200. We're over 350 right now with the drill. There we go. It looks like it's pulling. It's working with this drill. So let's try it in this one. Yeah, I don't think this thing's working right. The light seems to work and it seems to pull low power, but anything of high power, I can't get it to work on this little guy right here. This thing has a lot of power to it, everybody. I'm very impressed with this Ecarke. Now, I've had several tools from these guys before, and everything I've got from them has worked out perfectly. I don't see any issues with this thing at all. This would be a great option for someone that's camping or having as a backup, whether it's like a storm and you got your power outage, just drop you a DeWALT battery in there. You got a full-on power inverter. So far, all of this has worked out perfectly, and it's definitely an upgrade from this Ecarke kind of like little small one right there. So yeah, there it is. That's all I got on the Ecarke 20 volt 350 watt power inverter. See you on the next video.